What's up, guys? This is another lower body session. This time I focused on doing only squats and then hitting the hamstrings. So I'm starting kind of a new upper lower split where I'm gonna be training 3 times per week and I'm gonna be hitting upper and lower body twice a week. And I'm gonna have 3 different upper body days and 2 different lower body days. So this day in particular, this leg day, this will be lower body A. So this is the first version of the lower body, and it's the one where I'm doing squats as the main compound movement of the workout, and then I'm just smashing my hamstrings with stuff like RDLs, back extensions, leg curls, and then hitting the core. And this is what exactly what I did on this day. This was from 2 weeks ago now. And then 1 week ago, I also did the other lower body session, which I've never done ever, actually. And it was the lower body B version, which is the opposite of what I'm doing here. So here I'm doing squats and hamstrings. On the other leg day, I'm doing deadlifts and quads. And it was an interesting session. I'm gonna post it in a couple of days. But for this session in particular, I started to finally hit the weights that I'm supposed to hit. This is the top set right here. This is 107.5 kilograms. I haven't done this weight in like a month, maybe even more. But let's see the top set right here. Boom, that's 1 rep, pretty easy. Let's go for another brace. Boom, that's 2 reps, pretty easily. Looking back at the video, it looked very easy, but that second rep felt really hard, but I guess I can do more. Next time I'm gonna try and do more. And then I did 2 back off sets with 92.5 kilograms. Last time I did 2 sets with 90 kilograms. This time I'm increasing the weight. And I did 2 sets of 6 pretty easily. But I got a new technique on my squats, which I did a couple of days ago, and it's much more effective than the way I'm doing the squats right here. Here I'm more focusing on having good posture, keeping my chest up, keeping my upper back tight, and I'm still focusing on bracing my core, but is not really effective. The way you need to brace your core doing squats is, of course, you still need to keep your upper back tight, but you need to stack your ribs on top of your pelvis, if that makes sense. You need to kind of have, if you've guys seen how to do a hollow body hold on the ground, that's kind of how you need to keep your core tight during squats. But yeah, when it comes to squats, I think I'm gonna stick to this system where I do a heavier top set and then 2 back off sets with lighter weight. And this exercise right here, the box squats, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna keep it, because last time I didn't do it, even though it feels great. It depends on how I feel. If I feel like I need to do it, I'm gonna do it. But the last time I trained legs, I just skipped it and they felt good as well. But last time I didn't really do a back off sets and a top set and 2 back off sets. I just did 3 sets of 6 with 100 kilos, and it felt amazing. And I'm not really sure if I should just do the same squat workout every single time or if I should switch it up. But we'll see. This is the last set of squats. These box squats, they're really good for fixing that sticking point midway through the movement. I'm good at bouncing out of the bottom, and usually I lose momentum right at that point where I stop on the box squats. So it's good for fixing that sticking point. Usually if you have a sticking point on an exercise where you're kind of slowing down, it's good to pinpoint exactly where you're losing the momentum and start the movement from there. For example, you can do stuff like pin presses for the overhead press. You can do floor presses instead of bench press, or you can just simply do stuff like paused reps or just higher rep ranges. I feel like those stuff help with fixing weak points as well. But this is the second exercise of the workout. We're starting to hit the hamstrings now. This is weighted back extensions, and this is the heaviest I've ever gone on this exercise. Actually, I haven't really used much weight on this exercise. I think the most weight I've used is like 20 kilograms. But the last 3 times I've experimented with using some weight. Usually I do body weight for like 30 to 50 reps, but 3 weeks ago I decided to try like 25 kilograms. I did like 2-3 sets of 15 reps. 3 weeks ago I did 40 kilograms for like 2-3 sets of 12 to 15, and this time I did 60 kilograms for 3 sets of 8, and it feels amazing. If for some reason you need to do hip hinges and you don't want to go heavy on stuff like RDLs, stiff-legged deadlifts, good mornings, just do weighted back extensions. They work amazing. And then for the second hamstring movement, I just did these lying leg curls for an easy 3 sets of 15 to just pump up the hamstrings. And that was basically the leg workout for this session. And then I just finished off the workout with 3 sets of the core. I did 2 sets of these weighted planks. This is 20 kilograms on my lower back. I did this for, I don't really have a timer. I time it with my breaths. So I started doing this with 2 sets of 8 deep breaths, and now I'm doing it for 2 sets of like 11 to 12 deep breaths, and that's around like 40 seconds maybe. So 2 sets of 40 seconds on the weighted planks. This is a crazy core exercise. This is my favorite core exercise of all time. It's amazing. If you haven't done it, give it a try. It's awesome. And then for the third set of the core, I finish off with these hollow body holds, which are nasty. They're just nasty. I hope one day I can add weight to these because they're great. But that's all I had for you today, guys. Thank you all for watching. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next one, baby. Peace out.